Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man.
Okay, people, gather around. The Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man show. Is he still alive? Wait, hold on, I'm not done. Trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2. Is he still alive?
He is Dr. Evil.
Why is he still alive, and why did you answer when I was asking number 2? I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2!
A plan is in the works, Dr. Evil.
This is wonderful news, number 2. Over 1,000 days in a row, we've managed to keep the world from knowing he exists.
Dr. Evil, he's still going and doesn't care.
Well, we need to find another way to stop the show. He's making me look bad, you know? Yeah, no. Perhaps we can make him look like racist or something?
That may work, Dr. Evil.
Perhaps we can get the media to cancel him?
This is your best idea yet, Dr. Evil.
Okay, number 2. Get me Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Evil. Dr. Fauci is on the evil monitor.
Thank you, number 2. Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Evil. It's Dr. Fauci.
Well, Dr. Fauci. It looks like the gig is up. The Renaissance Man show knows all about you.
Yeah, they created a character after me. We gotta squash him like the friggin' mouse that he is. He calls me a weasel, Fauci. I'm not a weasel, okay? I'm not a doctor. I'm Dr. Fauci, okay? Don't call me Dr. Weasel Fauci, okay? Because that's anecdotal.
Anecdotal Fauci. That's what they're always making fun of you about. That you're always anecdotal.
No, I know. Like I said, that it is. Everything's anecdotal.
Excellent. Dr. Fauci, initiate the final plan.
They never even asked you. Welcome, family and friends, to the Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man show. We are live every single day of the year for unscripted live comedy, songwriting in the moment, and total inspiration. So join us on a tour of some of the accomplishments and content created in the first 1,000 days and counting of Renaissance Man. So far in 2021, 12 albums and 156 songs have been released into the world. But we're not even close to done yet, fam. My plan is to put an album out every month for the rest of my days, as well as show up for you every single night. I've created 3 feature films this year: Batmark vs. Supermark, Three's Company the Breakup Artist, and A Christmas Story. Within these comedies, many original characters have surfaced. You know, we have Batmark Dick Face, which he doesn't look like this really, but that's Foch. And then of course Supermark, who's pretty freaking super if you ask me, just saying. Hammerlin Jameson's a bit of a drunkard, and he tried to get the role of Supermark. It didn't go well. He does all right at a side gig of, newscaster situation. But you can see in that top photo, he's not doing too well these days. Anyway. Dr. Wayne Doppler, tallest man alive, 8'9", Guinness, and he's also in the Batmark and Supermark movie. And Dr. Weasel Fauci, if you don't know who he is, wear 5,647 masks, especially if you're going to Mars. Stuck on Mars. I will be making a movie out of that. Sid 45, make sure you don't get rupees. Sid has rupees literally pouring out of his igloo. Francesco Vigilughi. Look, if you ever need a cartographer, there's just one guy. The Curious Case of Ben Affleck Head. It's about a guy with a head so large he could literally change the poles. Oh, Dystopia 2021. If you missed that, that's the world we're living in today. If you haven't seen it, I did a couple episodes on it. BB Poo Poo. Don't forget we did 3 cryptos this year. BB Poo Poo, Pee Pee Poo Poo, and of course, Shibbity Bibbity Boo. But it almost was wrecked because of the original Shick Shiggity Boo Boo. Well, look, people are still on the fence, things were pretty bad for BB Poo Poo at the beginning. And of course, we have many episodes of Spider Mark, Peter Marker. If you didn't know, check it out. Mark Pires of the Caribbean. That was a hilarious movie. And then if you can't dance, you just, watch this episode. There's 2 of them. Really good stuff. And did you watch Match Game? I did it. And Pressure Luck in it. We did a little Pressure Luck style too, Peter DeMarkin. And if you didn't see Waterworld 2027, I'm the last one left because of the bugaboo. We did many other homages to movies and TV shows and Jay Mulder.
Sonny, you still got the cough?
There are over 100 insane scenes with Dick Fajay. And then, of course, I saved the world. Saved all the animals and stuff, too. Zucker Chooch, Donald Trump Show. Make sure you check that out. And we did a couple of raps over the last year. You may not want to miss those. Trump, Biden, and Christopher Walken rapping? Yeah. Back to the Future, Mark. Guys, the next movie that's coming out, Back to the Future, Mark. You may not remember some of the characters that I was in the past, so let's just go over it in real time. Marxist, I did it. 10 Commandments. Mark Stradamus, telling the future, of course. Oh, and the artwork I created as Leo Marco da Vinci. The Mona Lisa, when I got that freaking red, like murdering a family. That was what O.J. Simpson of the 1600s. Hey, Michelangelo, after you finish that, sculpture, you think you could paint this ceiling? Got it. Circumnavigating the globe is Mark Jellin. Markola Tesla? If I didn't do my time here as Markola, you guys would have nothing when it comes to electricity. I still can't believe it. I'm sitting there, I'm writing the fur release, right? I'm in the middle of it. And they're scratching it out and they're writing freaking that hack Beethoven's name on it, right? Don't even get me started on what they did when I was Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Doing the fifth and taking all that work. And then, like modern days, when I'm doing Mark and M, doing the 8 Mile situation. I'm like, Mark and M's the man now, but what I paved the way is the Marktorious B.I.G. as well. When I was Mark Claude Van Damme, I remember that one. Oh, Mark Schwarzenegger? You didn't know I was Mark Schwarzenegger? Yeah, that was funny when I worked next to DeVito. The Emancipation Marklamation of 1863. I did my time as Abraham Mark Lincoln. You guys didn't know I was Abraham Mark? You guys are all Mark Della. That's why this is all part of the Mark Della effect. Everybody's like, Mandela, man. No, it's Mark Della. Get with it. And then the time I was Mark Guyver, remember, you give me a friggin' toothpick and some tooth floss and we're off. I'm building a bomb. So that's just a good overview of a lot of the shows, not all of them. We have tons of new gear up on the website, guys, markpires.com. And there you can pick up your gear, you can pick up a signed CD, and also don't forget about beatseat.rocks, my invention that I patented. This is her sitting on it, and this is a little demo I made. Welcome to beatseat.rocks. My name is Mark Pires, and I'm the inventor of the Beat Seat. Today I'm going to share all of the details of the Beat Seat. It's the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. It's got 4 playable panels, omnitone. Everywhere you hit it sounds different. It's the first drum you could sit completely upright and play with your hands and feet at the same time. It's the Beat Seat. It's the only drum that you can play with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. Anything you'd play in a drum kit, you could play on this, because you're playing with your entire body, but you're sitting upright. Your feet do this. So that's the Beat Seat, the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands, with your feet at the same time. It has unlimited tones. There's so much to explore. I hope to build one for you. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. And of course, fam, I can't leave you without a little bit of motivation. So take these quotes with you as we get ready to rock for one more night. And yes, we will be doing it again tomorrow. So, until I see you in just a moment, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man.
when the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way.
Picture tickets are available at the box office. Thanks for helping us keep the theater clean. As you exit the auditorium, please deposit litter in trash receptacles in the lobby. Please be considerate and don't talk during the show.
Thank you for coming to Lowe's. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
It's officially Wednesday, Groundhog Day. It's Mark Pyers. And it's Renaissance Man. I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pyers, Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on day 1,130 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. We're going to get into it just like we do every single night, fam. And I got something special planned. Just came to me right before the show started. So we're going to do that soon. I have a ton of news stories to share with you as well. Of course, the new album just came out. It's probably going to be live today or tomorrow. I'm not sure when. Robin, how are you over here on the talker? Guys, we're doing it. 1,130 days in a row of positivity, live songwriting, live comedy, live inspiration. The news, interviews is the new thing. If you know anybody who you want to see on the Renaissance Man Show, just send me their information, the show that you watch, especially if you're a mod on another show. That goes a long way. If I could say, hey, Timber Poopy Pants said that you wanted to come on the show. Can we do it? You know, like, come on anytime. Here's my Calendly. And then they're here and they come in and the first thing they say is, hey, Timber Poopy Pants. You know, Joe Biden, he's a secret fan of the Renaissance Man Show. Look, my Aunt Judy told me about Renaissance Man. I'm there watching it while I'm signing executive orders. Hello, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me, Joe? You there to falling asleep? Are you freaking kidding? Excuse me, are you kidding me? Excuse me. No, Melania, are you kidding? Don't go near the gold toilet, Melania. You can't go near the gold toilet. No, excuse me. Excuse me, Melania. Where's Barrett? It's 11 o'clock. He's asleep. Are you kidding me? Wake him up already. It's the Renaissance Man Show. Winning big league. Winning big league. What? Huh? Hold on. I'm taking back the microphone. My Aunt Judy told me that we're going to start another world war. That's what our concept is tonight for our live improvisation, guys. I just thought of this right before the show. I was like, how funny would it be? We just did the winter storm news report. And that was hilarious. Actually, the last 10 minutes or 12 minutes is freaking, I was crying. It's so funny. The first, it's like moving into it. These are live improvisations, guys. So the storyline builds. Telefrifrin's a part of every one of them. He's the worst director ever. Ed freaking Wood, right? What's that, Joanne? No, I know you got a thing for him, Joanne. Joanne's got a thing for Telefrifrin. I'm like, look, Joanne, you know, I know you think he's cute and all. You know, he's got the 8 eyes. He wears 2 sets of glasses. It's weird, I know. 1 set, and then another one on top of that. Six eyes, they call him. Sometimes he goes into a bar, they're like, hey, what's up, 6 eyes? He's like, nothing. Can I get a cold draft? Who goes around asking for a cold draft? You know what I mean? I just say, like, what do you got on tap? You know, he's like, you got a cold draft? Freaking Telefriff. Guys, Matt Zabrosk about to give us a woohoo. Zabrosk, you're on, dude. Let's get it up. That's what I'm talking about. When you do it, and then we're all of a sudden lifted into the sky, right? Over here, Renaissance Man Show. I want to say hi. What's Herman and happening? How you doing? What's her name again? Right? Is that what it is? What's her name again? 06. Doing it over here. As we're doing on a Renaissance Man show, Groundhog Day exclusive. Guys, we're living in the Groundhog Day. This is 1,130 days of suppression, and I just keep waking up the next day. It's the same thing over, and I'm like, okay, definition of insanity. We're doing it. You kidding me? You can't stop the light no matter how much you try. I've been delivering like a mofo, but the thing is, I'm getting some great messages from you guys. And that's what drives me. I come out here every day and I just allow these things to take place, these pieces of comedy, these songs that keep delivering. Cootie Shot, my brother Austin. If you see Austin in the chat, guys, you got to let me know because I already told him if he comes in, I'll play Cootie Shot for him. Guys, if you haven't seen Cootie Shot, I dropped a couple clips of that here on TikTok. They do not pass them out to you, but go check them out. It's freaking ridiculous. I got my Cootie Shot. Circle, circle, dot, dot. It's crazy. And there's a rap in it about Dr. Weaselfraudgy. Anyway, listen, at the end of the day, when we're doing it, we're doing it. So this comedy scene we're going to do tonight, and you have to head over to YouTube to see this, guys. This is a green screen show. This is a straight up green screen show. So if you head over to the YouTube, which is basically if you hit the link above, in the link tree, you're going to see, live show every day since December 31st, 2018. That's friggin' right. 2+ hours every day for 1,130 days in a row. Someone tap on that freaking screen for the guy who's gone live for 1,130 days in a row. Can we get some smashes on that screen? Get some people here and check out the guy's been live for 1,130 days in a row. We're doing it. What no, Joanne, stop wheezing. Right, guys? How loud is that? Oh, I know. Cheese grater, right? You're doing it, though, Joanne. It's because of your George Soros voice. It's because you got 17 bugaboos. You're now doing a humongocarditis. Everybody else was hoping they didn't. The worst they got was a, myocarditis. You're going to humongocarditis. You're on the border of gigantocarditis. They're calling the Encyclopedia Britannica. They're coming out to do a story on you. Oh, the first of its kind. Looking for a whale heart. You got to figure out how to fit something in the, the case. There's her chest cavity, the expansion process. They talked about it in a novel once. I don't remember which one. I think it was something Dickens wrote it. Anyway, guys, when you're here, Renaissance Man Show, 1,131 days, 31. I'm pushing. Joanne, you told me that today was 130. What are you doing? Guys, I give it to Joanne whenever I can, right? Anyway, guys, we have an action-packed show. I'm going to just read you a couple quick stories, and then we are getting into this live improvisation, which is basically me in Ukraine. Yeah, I'm going to Ukraine and do the story. You guys ready? Let's freaking do it now. Zabrowski gave us our woo-hoo. I'm ready to level up. But you're going to have to head over to the tuber to see this, because you're going to be like, oh, you said a radio station? No, I'm on a green screen in freaking Ukraine, guys. Head on over, YouTubing it, right? We've been doing this every day for 3+ years in a freaking row. What are you talking about? Guys, I just dropped a Sam Kinison impression here on TikTok. I just checked, there were 0 views. I put things on, and for 3-4 hours, there are 0 views. They're always like, oh, we drop it immediately to a small group of people. Yeah, your small group of people for the Renaissance Man Show is 0 people for 3-4 hours, and then I get about 50 to 200 views in the history of each video. It's sad because there's so much great piece of comedy, great piece of music there, and the world should see it. And so hopefully you guys take it and you share it. But like I said, I'm here every day for the rest of my life. I've been here for 1,130 days in a row. It's 3 years in a row straight. That's 3 Christmases, 3 Easters, 3 of my birthdays, my kids' birthdays, my wife's birthday. I come on for 2 hours plus every single day. And I'm trying to save the world in my own way, I guess. We just come out here and try to lift each other up instead of push each other down. This world is about it hating. I can't stand it anymore. I started it because of that. I started the show because I felt so much hatred. I needed to find a way to break through it, even if it meant myself showing up every day, And so I've been here, and I didn't expect to start a daily show every day and never stop. I find it quite interesting that I started it on December 31st. Of all days, I started at the last day of the year, and then I never stopped. I've been here for 3 years plus. And I don't have any intention of stopping, guys. The stupid, crazy thing is that it has been the Groundhog Day of all Groundhog Days. I've shown up for 1,130 days and seen 8 people or seen 5 people. And I still freaking show up. And anybody would show up if they were successfully making money at something because it's building their bank account or whatever. I've never made a penny for this show. I've shown up 1,130 days in a row for 2 hours every day, delivered an album a month last year, 156 songs, 4 feature films. This year we're doing 156 songs again, 12 albums. We're writing them all live here on the show. So all you have to do is be here. And guess what? If you're in here and you're like, hey, write a song about Sam, and I'll write a freaking song about Sam. It may go on an album, and then you could be like, I requested the song that's on album 3 of 2022. So everything that's written that goes on these albums happens here live on the show. We record the films live on the show. What I'm about to record for you and create in this moment is all live improvisation. I don't know what the freak I'm going to say or do, but you do need to go to YouTube to see it. It's not going to make sense when I'm talking to people on a screen and you don't see it. You see a radio thing. You have to head over to YouTube. So the link is right above in my link tree. Join the family over there. But again, I show up because regardless of the clear suppression of a positivity platform that speaks against an agenda that continues to blow my freaking mind, I do have gratitude because I do realize what's happening to Joe Rogan right now would be happening to me if I did have an audience. To all the things I've been saying, all the songs I've been writing, even the Cootie shot song, that song is ridiculous. And it speaks to the truth of how everybody who is against what's going on feels. And so, absolutely, I'm writing songs about society. The Tom McDonald, connection, that was amazing. That was Christine Seidman. She came in and she goes, you're the blues rock Tom McDonald. You're writing songs about our society destroying itself from the inside, and how this world is not about division. It's about connecting. And I'm sick of all the lies saying that we should be categorized. It's not about putting each other in different categories. It's about connecting and becoming one again. We are the human race. Can we not freaking agree on that? It's unbelievable that someone's offended when you say that. It's offensive for me to say that I am so 100% with you that I am you. You're not any different than me. How you feel matters not, because you and I are the same. That's not offensive at all. That's the most loving thing you could ever say. Be you. Stop saying that you're different. We all are. Everybody's different. Everyone's unique. You're going to start going and making 7.7 billion categories now? Oh, here's all the Renaissance men. Here's people writing songs and comedy and creating instruments that never existed and building them for people and selling real estate and whatever the heck I continue to try to figure out and do on a daily. There's the people that do that. Here's the white people. There are no white people. Everybody's got a shade. It's ridiculous. There's no such thing. This is white, guys. This is freaking white. This is white. Okay. I'm not white. I love everybody. I can't stand it. I grew up in a generation where my friends were all different colors. I cared and I shared my love with people who share it back with me. And if it's somebody who doesn't look like me, I welcome that, of course, because no one's supposed to look like you. It's friction. What are we dealing with? Going into a society where people want us to be exactly the same. They want us to be controlled by what they think is offensive and not offensive. And where's the line then? Where does the line go? So I just want to say we should just be loving again. We should be coming together as a human race, and let's stop hatred. That's the essence of showing up every day, is to stop the hatred in this world. And so we write songs, but sometimes they get really pointed on what's happening in the day because they're all live improvisations. There is no script. There's never been a script for 1,130 days. So all I can say is that the only thing I'd hope you'd see from someone showing up this long while being blocked out, because it's easy to block out a person who doesn't have the audience. And they have to find a way to block out Joe Rogan right now. He has an audience. He's saying things they don't like. And so they have to deplatform him. They have, in essence, done that to me and other creators who don't have the audience when they start speaking and doing what they do, which is being expressive. And I also think positivity is not popular. So if you're trying to see people smile, that's kind of opposite of what they want right now. They want us living in fear. They want us complying and not just living our lives the way we'd like to live them. I want you to do what you need to do. Go and get your bugaboo if you think that's what's important. I want to say that if you don't, then you make your decisions based on the information you find. You don't know what's real anymore. Everything's labeled misinfor. It's crazy. I don't know what's true anymore. I can definitely tell you that the people who've been on TV for the last 2 years, I would consider that word in misinfor or like, fake news, is when someone gets on this TV over and over and says something and then it changes over and over. It's not based on the new data either, because the data had been there from X, and people who were saying, hey, look at this, were called names and censored and suppressed. So it's a sad thing when scientists should be speaking. They should be saying what kind of results they're having. And there's been a kind of blind eye to a lot of things this whole time. And we should be caring about the citizens in this country and finding a way through this together. It just seems like that's not the plan, right? Tell me, have you seen any news station that's like, hey guys, yeah, this is happening, but why don't we find a way to put all of our differences aside? Yeah, right. Where the hell you see that on TV? It's go out and grab the pitchforks on both sides of the aisle. Grab the pitchforks, hate that person. They think differently than you. How dare they? It's crazy. We got to get past that, guys. We have to start realizing that it's a distraction. It's all a distraction. Punxsutawney Phil. We're getting into the news. I'm over the distractions too. I'm not even talking about that garbage anymore. Done. Check this out, guys. Punxsutawney Phil makes Groundhog Day prediction. Let's see what happened today with the old Punxsutawney Phil situation. Wait a second. We're going to play it.
What will you design today?
Do a mobile you design today.
A big idea?
Can I get the audio?
A new
There we go. Wait, I need
opportunity?
I need the audio.
An inspired community. With Canva, you can. Start designing for
gotta
free
get through
at canva.com.
Here we go.
All right, let's get him out. One more.
Punxsutawney
Give me
Phil.
the chant, Phil.
Guys coming out there, Punxsutawney Phil. I'm gonna do it. Oh, look, he's a little rat coming out of the tree.
Punxsutawney Phil, the
Punxsutawney
seer
Phil.
of seers, the
Cinderella's story.
prognosticator of all prognosticators, was gently lifted from his burrow at 7:25 a.m.
Let's see what he says.
Held high to sea, his faithful followers had returned with glee,
Really have a nice
placing
conversation
Phil
over there, guys.
on
You see
top
this?
of the stump.
YouTube,
Wearing
guys.
Groundhog ease, he directed the president, Jeff Lundy, and the inner circle.
What do we got,
to his
Lundy?
prediction scroll that reads, with my shadow I have cast, then a long, lustrous 6 more weeks of winter.
I have to say, whether there's 6 more weeks of winter or it's all 6 weeks, right? I don't know. So I did the math once. It's like, no matter what, it's 6 weeks. My favorite movie of all time, one of my favorite movies of all time, Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. Just the nonchalant, not giving an F anymore because there's no dying. So he's just like doing all the robbing the banks. It's one of the best movies. The other one you want to see of his is The Man Who Knew Too Little. Oh, it's brilliant. I work for Blockbuster Des Moines. Bill Murray's one of my faves, Dr. Marvin. Bob, I don't treat patients on vacation, Bob. Dr. Marvin. I'll kill Dr. Marvin. Bob. 6 more weeks. That's right. I belong. That's right, my friend. Good to see you over here on the Talker. Guys, give me a follow if you can on the Talker. I've been live here for, I guess, a month or two now here, but I've been live on YouTube for over 1,100 days every single day for 2+ hours. Come and join us because that's where the good stuff happens. There are feature films, 4 of them so far. We're doing a feature film a month, and I'm reading one more story at least here or two before we're going to film something right now. Forget about it. We're doing it right now. I'm done. Should we do the story? One more story. Let's see. And then we're doing it. Jeff Zucker sucks. What? I said Jeff Zucker out at CNN after failing to disclose consensual relationship with colleague. You know what he said, guys? I was wrong. You were freaking wrong, you chooch. Hold on, let's see what he says here, guys. Embattled CNN boss Jeff Zucker walked away from a liberal network on Wednesday after failing to disclose a consensual relationship with a CNN staffer. As a part of the investigation into Chris Cuomover's tenure, that's right, I said Cuomover, Chris Cuomover's tenure at CNN, that's mine, I made it up, don't freaking steal big, I came up with a new one. That's Renaissance Man material. I've been doing it for a while. It started with his brother, Andrew Cuomover. Look, are you kidding me? I'm down in New York. We're just going to stop people, sending people from, down to the ships. We're going to let them die from the nursing homes, That's me, Cuomover. And then Chris Cuomover came out of nowhere. Anyway, when we got to the Cuomover sitch and we're dealing with it, and all of a sudden we see that it was a consensual situation, but the closest colleague, someone I've worked with for more than 20 years, I acknowledge the relationship it evolved in recent years with Tom. As I required to disclose, it was, it just didn't want to do it, I was wrong, and a result, I'm resigning today, Zucker wrote in a memo to staffers shared by CNN's Brian Stelter, the number 3. I came to CNN on January 28th, 2013. Together we had a great 9 years. I certainly wish my tenure here had, it ended somewhat differently. But it was an amazing run. I loved every minute. Did you, Zucker Chooch? He continued, I'm grateful to the thousands of incredibly talented CNN and Turner, I don't know what he sounds like, but I think this is what he sounds like. He's a chooch. Turner Sports employees who helped make this such a joy for me and such a success for all of us to steal the I wish each of you nothing but the best of years to come. Mel Brooks. He's doing a Mel Brooks. He's out there. He's selling, Spaceballs, the flamethrower. The kids love that. Under Zucker, CNN had recently been plagued by scandals, embarrassing headlines, and struggles to attract an audience, literally under 1 million views per episode. You right, guys? Right, guys? They can't do more than 1 million views? Right? Look at us. Look at us. We're killing it here. We got a couple million views right here, right? And they can't do 1 million views CNN? It's crazy, right? I mean, look at that. I'm trying to do the math. There's a lot of people on right now. Over here on YouTube, that number is so big I can't see through it. It's just a single digit. No, I can't even see it. I think it's so big that the world is going to change. That's what happens is the crowd is so large that we build of light and love that the world turns immediately into a whole different world. It happens tonight because how many people are on TikTok? Over here on the tuber. We're doing it, Sometimes when you have that much of a massive CNN type crowd watching, but they're getting the truth, not the fake news. What they're doing over there. And then you understand the millions. We did it. What's that, Joanne? No, I know, Joanne. Joanne says she has to get that calculator out. I said, you get the freaking calculator out, Joanne. I want you to do the math. This one over here, that's a freaking huge number. Right? I can't. It's right, guys? Tap that freaking screen if you're like, yep. That's right. I can't even do the freaking math. I'm like, I don't want to do that. How many people are on right now? Let me tap the screen and see. Tap the screen for how many people are on. They're going to be doing it all day. Wow, guys, you come down. Have a good time. You get to tap the screen. Yeah. Christopher Walken, you read the story, Jeff Zakachooch, in the future scandal-plagued network. Unclear, Warner Media. Discovery Midgelums. Oh, no. Oh, of course I knew. Of course we're going to go there and do it. Whoa, what are we going to do? Go in there and Zakachooch. We're going to do what he got fired today. Oh, of course he got fired. You go down. You get Zakachooch. Al Pacino, gonna do that. He say, hoo-wah. What are we talking about? When I did the movie Scarface, I was in the movie like, okay, you're cutting. Hey, money. You should have told her she was a horse, okay? That would have let you win. What you say, a horse? You didn't say that. Oh, come here, pelican. Fly away, pelican. Okay. Sometimes you're doing it, Sometimes you're down it. Guys, so what are we going to do here? Texas lady in the house, Trish Killian, too. Trish Killian, thank you so much for your donation. You are amazing. This was 2 days ago. And I didn't get a chance to say it yesterday. Guys, this is not good. Let me fix it. If we want to do a live improvisazione, you better get a microphone to work, dude. So let's see. Let's see if we got our microphone working. Working with a microphone. Check, 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 check. You guys hear me? I think you should hear me. Hello. Hello. Oh, sucky, sucky. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so I notice when I get loud, there's kind of a clipping thing that goes on. Let me see if I can somehow... I don't know what I'm doing right now, but hopefully this will stop it from clipping. Check, check. Do you guys hear me? Loud noise. Hopefully not, because if it's not, then we're good to go. If it kind of blocks down a little bit, I think it's better than normal. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to bring it to there, and we're going to do our thing. You guys have to tell me if the audio is okay. I'm putting it on just this one. Let's see if I did that. Okay. Check, chicken, check. Chicken, 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 fried rice. Sometimes when you get chicken fried rice, they try to also give you the noodles. And I'm like, I like the noodles and all, but don't tell me that the noodles are good for me when you put the friggin' duck sauce on the side. And you also fry those noodles. It's not good for you, okay? I know it. Look at this weasel, you know what I mean? Anyway, guys, I don't know if I should put anything else on. Okay, this is actually the time to put our scene on. So, U.S. troops to deploy to Eastern Europe amid Ukraine crisis. Guys, let's get into it very quickly because we have a scene and apparently we have a news reporter on scene. We're going to get to it in a moment here. President sleep sofa bubbling Biden, Joey Futon Biden took a naparoo, has formally approved the deployment of 3,000 U.S. troops to Poland, Germany, and Romania. The Pentagon announced Wednesday in a move to bolster NATO conferences. Countries, Joanne, stop looking around and doing it. Read the freaking article. Right, guys? Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby said the deployments included roughly 2,000 troops that would deploy from the United States to Poland and Germany. In addition, approximately 1,000 currently based in Germany were moving to Romania. Good times there in Romania, 87. Kirby said the moves, which would happen in the coming days, were not permanent and emphasized these forces are not going to fight Ukraine. In Ukraine. Joanne, there's an in. Get it right, dude. All right, I think that's it. I don't really want to say anything else because we have a live news report coming from the Ukraine. I think that it's decent weather. We don't have to go crazy there, you know. First of all, why am I dealing with... Oh, that's why I got Wayne Doppler head in the way. We got to move my guitar. Moving the guitar, yeah, yeah. Okay, hold on, Mike. Oh, that's why. This has to be dragged to root over here. Do not fall. We had one guitar break already last year that way. Not doing it. All right, let's get situated over here, okay, guys? Come on, get it together. What are we talking? All right. Okay, so this is how we work. You guys are gonna have to go over to YouTube to see this because it's just not gonna look right, but I'm doing it anyway. Cause it's not about what it look like on TikTok. No. Okay, let's put this on the screen. It is a picture. Here we go. This is what I found, guys. Let's see if it does. Let's see if there's anything cool here. Ready? Where the hell did I put it? It's in here. Huh. Documents, photos. Where would that? Oh, maybe it's in. figure this out. Okay. Where is this? Can you show me where it is, please? How about that? Show in folder. Oh, come on. Oh, it's in D folder. I don't know why, but okay. Oh, it's in it. Okay. All right. We got it now. So, here we go. I know where it is now. Let me get in there and find it, and we're ready to roll. Alrighty. You guys ready for this? Don't know what's going to happen here. Oh my goodness, guys. God, do I love this show. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? Oh goodness. Okay, let me get... Guys, you gotta head to YouTube and see what we're working with here. Oh, alright. Let me just make sure that I'm the right size here on the screen. I can't be as large as... Let me move my beat seat over here too. This should not be in the screen. There we go. That's weird. All right, so we have to obviously be... See, the thing is, let's try this, because I gotta, all right, we're working it. You'll see what this is like when it's done. Where's our picture? Okay. There we go. Okay. So. No, tell a friffer and let me know when we're ready to go. I'm here. I got the Three Stooges ready to go. No, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to offend or anything, but tell a friff. Yeah. Anyway. What? No, I'm on standby. I understand. Tell a friff. This guy freaking reeks over here. Can we make some magic happen? I just want to get through the broadcast. Ukraine. You think I want to beat Ukraine? Everybody's back home watching this broadcast. Ooh, it sucks to be Mark. Channel 7 News. Out there in Ukraine right now with friggin' Igor and his brother Stitch. And what's going on with the guy at the end? He's got something wrong with him, right? Look at that friggin' helmet. What are we talking about? What kind of helmet is that? I just want to know. Is that specially fit for a lump on that head? Like, do you have a lumpy head? I'm just saying, it seems like you may have a lumpy head under there. We should get it checked out. Any good doctors here in Ukraine in it? I'm just saying, you should probably consult a physician to find out what's going on with that friggin' nog over there, right? Anyway, look, Channel 7 News, Mark Pyers, we're doing it here in Ukraine. They got a couple of missiles over here, dropping it in grenade style. If you can see, this tank back here is a UG-7946er, and the three of these guys, this guy in the middle, when he's not loading up that friggin' cannon, he's there ready to drive that UG-976er. And when he does it, oh yeah, the people of the neighboring cities, they all come. It's like almost like a soapbox derby. They're like, oh, I wonder when Igor's coming to town. He's here. Igor's here right now. So, look, Igor, can I ask you a question? How long will it take for you to, place the missile in said grenade launcher and, send it at a neighboring village. Oh, I see. Of course, I don't speak your freaking language, so I have no idea what you're saying. Anyway, guys, he's talking to me like I freaking know what the hell he's saying. I can't do it, right? I'm over here. I'm doing a Channel 7 News Ukraine live report. I can't tell you what he's saying in Ukraine. Oh, I'm speaking Ukrainian right now to a guy from America, Channel 7 News. Look, do me a favor, Igor. Just sit there and keep that disarmed. We don't need you just letting off a missile when I'm doing my Channel 7 News thing. Like you can't get in the way of God doing the news. So guys, what we're dealing with right now is 3,000 troops coming here, Ukraine. They're going to take on Igor. It's 3,000 versus 3. Look at this guy over here. Look, he's got a friggin' grin. He's like, I can't wait to go on against 3,000 Americans. Look, I gave him a little inside scoop. I said, they're going to smash your freaking head, Igor. He said, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do. No, Igor, I know that's not how you really sound. Can you tell us how you really sound? Do it once for us. Pretty close, right? I mean, I was pretty close. I would say I was 9 out of 10 on what Igor sounds like. Of course, he's speaking Ukrainian. So when he goes, I don't know what the hell he said except for vodka. You know what I mean? Look, we're doing it. Channel 7 News here, Ukraine border. It's getting serious. We heard they're lining in a freaking counter-strike. Yeah, apparently they heard like the village nearby, they were making stew, like some freaking gross stew. It was like that sludge, like when there's like you're going Hansel and Gretel going through the woods, that type of deal. And you had like the porridge, and then this guy, he said we have to go and counter-strike. So just be aware. I'm sorry if you guys, if you want to go and get some popcorn or something, while I'm preparing, I got Telefriffrin over here, stinking it up, Ed Wood. But I'm doing it, Channel 7 News here, Ukraine border. So can I ask you, Stitch? So let me ask you a question, Stitch. So are you planning on, in between, having like poker games with the other side? They used to do that like Roman times. Like they would fight all day and then they'd be like, oh, we're going to have dinner together, drink wine and play poker. You guys going to be doing that at all with, with the other side? Stitch! I don't know what the frig you're saying over there, What are you doing? You got a double-decker missile deal? You ready to go and stick the missiles up and like, I got my missiles. And Ukrainian? I'm sorry, look, they sent me here to do a news report, not to deal with stupid missile guy over here, Stitchy. And, we got, first of all, Igor has got an issue. But my biggest question is, I guess, over here with Dumbo Head. Dumbo Head, let me ask you a question. Because you're all the way over there, and I don't know, you look like you want to punch me. You want to punch me? Huh? You want to punch me, Dumbo? Huh? You want to throw one at me, Dumbo Head? Huh? I'm going to step back here for a second, because you look like you really want to throw one at me. And look, you got a Dumbo Head. I'm sorry. Looks like someone sledgehammered you. Like, I can't deal with you got a sledgehammer in the head. And then you want me to somehow not, point a freaking arrow at it? Like, how do I not point my finger at you? Like, that guy, Dumbo Head, Look, Channel 7 News, when you're doing it, and you got a Dumbo Head, I'm doing the microphone to tell him to point to the Dumbo Head. Dumbo Head over here. What? No, sorry, Dumbo Head. Yeah, I don't want you attacking me with that Dumbo Head. Look, let me ask you a question, though. What happened? Did you bang your head? Like, what are we talking about here? Oh, my goodness. Tell him, Friff. Got a guy over there with a lumpy head. You're doing a Channel 7 News. And then a guy with a freaking lumpy head, a guy named Igor, and Stitch, his brother, they take over.
Like, I came here to do a straight scene, guys. I came here to do it straight. And I got you over here looking at me. You like to say, I'm going to get this guy over here. You got a freaking Lumpy. Hey, Lumpy, you know, for Christmas, what did you get? A couple extra lumps? You know, it's a sad thing when Lumpy ordered, you know, just a normal tea, and it came with a couple lumps. I didn't want any lumps. Oh, really, Lumpy? You got a lumperoo. You know, when you're doing it, Lumpy, and you come out here and you're trying to act tough with those stupid fists clenched, you know, like, I'm not afraid of your clenchy fists. What are we talking? You could come down here, do a bunch of gifts, and I'm sitting here just looking at you sideways. I'm doing like a side-eyed. I'm side-eyeing you. I'm looking like this. I'm side-eyeing you on the way out. Like, yeah, all right, Finch, look at that lumpy-headed dude over there. I'm going to clench my fist. I see you over there, Clenchy. Oh, man, you know, I feel bad in a way. I'm sorry. I don't mean to come at you. You know, Clenchy, you know, lumpy head. You look like you also pooped your pants. Are you related to the sleep sofa in the Oval? I'm saying you may have to get a double-decker, you know, diaper situation that replaces whatever you got going on over there. The smell is pretty insanely horrible. Look, Telefriff, what else do I have to report? Yeah, 3,000 freaking troops. They're coming here to fight Igor and his brother Stitch and Lumpyhead. Lumpyhead had no chance. Lumpyhead had no freak chance, Telefriff. He's here. He's doing it. Lumpyhead. They just threw a freaking grenade. He's like, I'll grab that. Done. You know? Lumpy, I'm sorry. So Future Mark told me that you are going down, Lumpy. You got a grenade, and it just was like, that's the end of Lumpyhead. You know, I guess the first time it was a simple, you know, act. You know, just really great construction in the Ukraine, and you were at home. You just were kind of like downstairs making a sandwich, which is probably made of like pebbles and freaking like, I don't even know what you eat, stone? Like you're putting pebbles and stone together. It's like a stone bread, actually. So it's like, it sort of has a texture bread, but it's made from stone. You have to crunch it and then put it back together with water. And so you're doing it. And you're eating that, and all of a sudden, your second floor falls on your head because it's really great construction in Ukraine. Look, I'm sorry, your wall is probably better than ours. It seems like we have a president who wants to do something to protect your borders or to fight you guys against the border here, and they don't give a crap about our border. That's an interesting. Don't fight with the home team. You know, look, we're doing a Channel 7 news. I'm here with the three baddest dudes in Ukraine. Guys, I was thinking about coming up with a name for the three of you. What do you think, Igor? Like, what if we came up with, like, the Three Amigos or the Ukrainian Three Amigos? How about that? And you guys can do your tagline would be like, oot, 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 whatever that means. And people be like, yay, we love the Ukrainian Three Amigos. We couldn't get Chevy Chase or Martin Short. We got Igor, Stitch, and Lumpy over there. Lumpy was the best on screen. They needed 2 cameras to shoot his head. Telefriff! I can't! You got me too... I can't, Lumpy head! The double camera! Oh, man! Do a double camera, guys! Oh, my goodness. You know, Lumpy, when you need 2 cameras to shoot that freaking head, it's not my fault that I laugh a little at it. You know, that thing's mongoloid, you know? Like, I heard you were a close second for, you know, for Sloth in Goonies. But Matuzak had it with the voice. When Matuzak came out and he goes, hey, you guys, it was over for you. You had no shot because you just can't get that deep, you know? Even when you clench your fists and poop like you're doing right now, you couldn't hit that note. I'm sorry. Matuzak, when he goes, Rocky Road, that was it. You couldn't touch the Rocky Road. Matuzak, I'm sorry. Lumpy head. You know, in America, we may have a doctor who could look at that lumpy head and do something about it. Like maybe give you less of a, you know, you've got a reverse giraffe head, where usually a giraffe has a long neck. You got a lumpy head. It's like a weird, you know, Planet of the Apes weird. You know the guy
who's got that weird cone head, Dan Aykroyd back in the 90s, you know, that deal, that's you. You got a Dan Aykroyd head, I'm pretty sure. Could be the missing link, but I don't like the clenching of the fists. I'm saying if you come at me, just so you're aware, I was trained by Future Mark, who was trained by Bruce Lee, and I will neck chop you. That's my first move. You know, everybody's always like, oh, I'm going to throw a punch. You kidding me? I'm sorry. You know, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to come very close to you, Igor. But when I do it, I go neck chop. And you don't even know it's coming, you know? You're like, oh, great. I was there. I was having a good time. And all of us out of nowhere, I neck chop. And that one I gave him in the chest. I wanted him to feel it in the chest area. But, hey, you do a quick one, neck chop like that. Stitch. When Stitch gives me a hard time, you know, I'm like, Stitch, I neck chop! And he doesn't like it, you know? I'll go over here to freaking Lumpy. Lumpy, can I give you a neck chop? You mind if I give you neck chop, Lumpy? Lumpy, come on. You mind if I do a Billy Goat on you over here? Billy Goat rough. Oh, yes, look at me. I got clenched fists. Yes, yes you do. Neck chop! I'm sorry about that, lumpy head. Now you got a lumpy head and a lumpy neck. I'm sorry, when we do it, and you get lumpy, and you're doing with a Billy Goat Rough, you know, it's in the Ukraine. In Ukraine, this is where Billy Goat Rough was written. You know, it was Billy Goat Roof at the time when they wrote it back in the day. It was Christian Nivedal Klaviner, and it was also from Swedish descent. Look, when you're doing it and you have all of the knowledge of the Ukraine, you know, the crisis here because of Igor and because of Stitch and because of stupid Lumpy Head, double camera Lumpy Head, they had to pay, you know, it was SAG plus, you know, it was a double SAG. So they're like, oh, we give you a SAG minimum, but they did it twice because they need to hire 2 cameramen. That's always tough. It's always tough when you're dealing with such a large noggin. Ben Affleck, imagine he's got 186 cameras to shoot one Ben Affleck head. That is a whole different story we'll talk about another time. But these guys don't want to hear about Ben Affleck head. What? Oh, Igor, hold on. I need a translator. Tell her because I know you're from the Ukraine. What is he saying right now? Okay. Really? Igor, really? Igor, apparently, what we're dealing with on Igor's situation over here is he's quite knowledgeable in the Ukraine crisis. And he says that, I don't know, what the hell are you saying? Tell it, Friff, are you sure that's what he said? Because I don't think that he really wants to kill every single person that doesn't come from his motherland. What's that motherland stuff? You know what I mean? Look, I'm going to get back to you. I don't think Telefrifrin's telling us anything true anyway, because Telefrifrin is the worst human being on the planet, okay? Terrible director, terrible Telefrifrin. Lumpy Head is really a problem for everybody. He's like the Mel Gibson from Lethal Weapon of the Ukraine army. Because when they come here and they're like, oh, we could take them on head first. And freaking Lumpy Head comes out of nowhere and he jumps out of a window and lands on top of you with a rocket attached to him. So he takes you off on a ride. That's Lumpy Head. That's the way he works. You know, he's used to being a daredevil. You know, Lumpy Head, when's your new YouTube video coming out where you just kind of do stupid stuff and bang your head to get even more mongoloidish? Mongoloid. I can't do it! Telefrifrin! I got a mongoloid over here! What are we talking about? You do Renaissance Man show coming down with a mongoloid? I was here at Ukraine border. I was supposed to get just a straight up conversation here with Igor. Maybe a little something with Stitch. You had to throw a Mongo in? I can't. I freaking Mongo. Look at his stupid clenching his freaking fist. Stop it, Mongo boy. Oh my goodness. Mongo. Shit, buddy. What are we doing? I can't anymore. You're making me cry. And not because I'm laughing at you. It's because I feel bad for that Mongo head. What are we doing? We're doing a new Blazing Saddles. You're in. You are the new Mongo. I swear it. We're doing it. And we're going to have to do it without any race, any race issues. You can't do any, creating any race problems. It's just making fun of your ridiculously massive, stupid head. That's what we need to do, Mongo. I'm sorry. What's that, Igor? No, Igor, I'm sorry. You got an issue with Mongo, okay? I can't do anything with it. I was going to bring some ice. Why the freak can't I keep this going? What the hell? Oh, sometimes when you go over the edge, you can't come back. You know what I mean? Right, Igor? What, Igor? No, Igor. You're there. I was there with you. And all of a sudden, I got that freaking look at that head. I'm sorry. When you got a head like that, it's hard to keep your cool. No, Telefriff, if you want me to do another take? Okay, hold on. Let me get my composure. God, I didn't know you cut me off. How long ago? Jeez. I'll tell you what, that's the first time you've ever done anything right as a director. You cut me off as soon as I started to break character. You're like, this is not good for publication. Let's cut it off the air. So when we're going live with this, they're not like, what the freak happened over there with Mark Pyre's Channel 7 News? Looks like he couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle that noggin over there. And honestly, I couldn't, Telefriff. I'm glad you did that. It's a very good job. What? Telefriff live again? Why didn't you freak give me a 3, 2, 1 and line me in? You can't go 3. And like that, George Lucas, you're doing it. You're trying to be like George Lucas because you're not. You're the opposite. You're basically Ed Wood. And George Lucas is awesome. George Lucas does 2. He runs on 2. So 3, and then you're in. And all of a sudden you have to be on in 2. So that's a George Lucas. But you can't do that, Telefriff. I'm here waiting. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, Channel 7 News, Mark Pyres. I'm here again with Igor Stitch and Lumpyhead. We're having a chat about the kind of conversation, the formal agreements, if so, and also what we were talking about as far as war. We're talking about straight up like, using these specific rockets here and sending them towards another party, maybe like the U.S. I don't know what they're planning on doing here. I'd love to get a word from Igor. Telefriff says he speaks Ukrainian. He freaking doesn't. He's just jibber-jabbering over there. Igor over here, he's looking pretty pissed. I'm really worried about clenchy fists over there with that noggin. I'm just saying, guys, you missed it during the commercial break, but he was saying how sorry he was that he's been so touchy, Like, we're here, we're being so friendly to him. And he's just being so mean. Right? Yeah, I know, Telefriffin, right? Telefriffin saying, like, yes, you've been nothing but kind to him this entire time. And look, when you have someone acting so rude in return, and being so freaking lumpy, not just in the head, but also in spirit, then you start to you catalog where you are in life, So, look, I just want to say one thing to you guys, and I appreciate you. I do appreciate you. Igor, you're doing a great job leading the pack, okay? Stitch, you're a freaking animal over there with the double missile stitch. You got him in your hands. You're ready to go. I see you. And Lumpy, for God's sakes, get that head looked at. Something's wrong. Something's freaking wrong with that nog. No, I know Telefriff, I can't get through when I look at that nog. Every time I look at it. Oh my goodness. There's a problem over there. God almighty. What does your wife say? I gotta know. Does she just like, oh, hey, Lumpy, how was work today? Did you blow anything up in the friggin' G769er back there? We're just trying to scratch the surface, guys. Trying to scratch the surface here, Ukraine, with the 3 amigos, Ukrainian 3 amigos. It's the UTA. It's the UTA right here. The Ukrainian 3 amigos. Guys, I appreciate you. Look, I got to wrap this up. We have to apparently get to the front lines. Apparently, front lines are going on right now. There's like an explosion. You guys going to get in there? And I know you're bringing that. You're bringing that grenade launching, Yeah, I know it's a tank, Igor. I get it. You're going to take the tank and line up with the other tanks. Go do it. I'll be right behind you. Guys. No, anytime, Telefriff. I want to get the frig out of here. You see what's going on. You kidding me? You got grenade launchers. Hold on, I got to get a little smaller, I think. Or they got to get a little bigger. How about that? Let's do this. Sorry. Okay, Telefriff, can we get this scene done? I'm serious. Like, this is a little nervous about this one. Okay. Oh, Mark, we just need you to get in front of the tanks and do a quick one. All right, anytime now. What? I gotta wait for Connie to finish up her scene. For the love. When? What's she doing? She's interviewing Sleep Sofa Joe? God, all freaking mighty. This is going to take forever. He's sleeping probably in and out. They'll be like, oh, and they have to cut it. So it's going to be 3 hours before we get him on here. I'm here in front of the tanks. Look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got a lot of tanks here. I'm in the Ukraine. It's about to get real, but I'm waiting for them to bring me on the air. Telefriff is being a jerk as usual. He's not getting me on the air when I go, I'm on the air. I'm on now? God almighty, Telefriff, why don't you give me a 3, 2, 1? You're going to do it George Lucas again? 3. You didn't even give me the 3. You're doing a Randy Telefriff, which is nothing. You're the worst director in history time. And you go Ed Wood style and you just go live. And then I'm just yelling at you because you're an idiot buffoon. How many years in a row, Telefriff, is it for you and the Ed Wood Award, the stellar reputation you have for being the worst director of the year? Anyway, look, we're doing it. I'm here. Channel 7 News. Mark Pyers, Ukraine border. Yeah, we got tanks lined up here. They're ready to go to war, people. I'm telling you, we had a call in just a little while ago from Vladimir Putin. Personally, he came and he said, "They stopped the war." I said, "Putin, what are you talking about? You can't start war. We're here. I'm on the border. I'm trying to save it all. I'm trying to do it here at the border, doing a conversation with the world." They come in. They see the strength, of the tanks. You got Putin going, "Look, we stopped war. No war. No war, Putin. I fixed it." Right here, I came out and I did a newscast. You ask me how that's going to fix it? You'll see. When I finish up, the whole world changes. Oh, what an amazing Channel 7 news broadcast that was. When you're here and you've got 8 tanks behind you lined up, you just kind of deal with it. And you just say, look, hopefully they don't turn the direction of those guns and move them in the direction of Mark Pyers, Channel 7 News. We have an agreement. It's part of the Mutual of Omaha Treaty that was signed in '86. And if you don't know about the Mutual of Omaha Treaty, you should look it up. Okay, it has some really great fine points to get involved with if you are shooting with Channel 7 News. Look, what we're dealing with right now is 3,000 troops coming to fight this. And Igor is in the one in the middle. You see, with his stupid head and the headgear on. Hey, Igor! No, I was just saying that you're great. I don't want him turning that turret at me. Listen, Igor, how far can you shoot that missile
If you shoot it at, say, a 35-degree angle, how far is it going before it makes impact, before it goes and it reaches the planet? What are we talking about here? Igor, can't speak your freaking language. Yeah, I don't speak your freaking Ukrainian. It's a trick. It's a trick at you again. I really don't give a crap. You know, it's not safe to be around. You're going to blow things up. You know, I think you should stop. And you should do right by the world, Ukraine, and you're dealing to Russia, and everybody wants to fight. Why can't we just get along? No, tell it for, I know we're supposed to say war, 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 because that's how we make money, is where it bleeds, it leads. I get it. Where it leads, it leads. Whatever the hell I say. We're doing it, though. We're absolutely doing it here tonight. And I want you to understand that, Randy Telefriffin, the reason why I keep getting brought back over and over. Ukraine border, blizzard of 22, Christmas special. Dystopia 2021 and 2022. Telefriff, did you get the notice for that? Yeah, I just got it last week. Apparently there's going to be another episode of Dystopia 2022. It's coming out this week. So we should have an episode 4. Is it episode 4 of Dystopia 2020? Yeah. It's the Dystopia 2020s. That's what it should be called. And what I'm dealing with over there is a world that's dying. Basically, communism takes over. I'm on the streets, bringing it to you, giving it to you straight. Mark Pyers, Channel 7 News. So before I get swept away in this arms race to steal the border, to fight over some stupid thing that we're somehow involved with, won't get involved with, you know, protecting our own personal border in the United States. Well, we're going to do it here. Well, they sent me here. Like, you know how much easier it would have been to send me down to Texas, go down to the border, do a story at the border? Mark Pyers, Channel 7 News down at the border. Instead, they sent me to freaking Ukraine. You know how long I was on a plane for? I have no idea. They gave me propofol. I was out. I got on, they gave me the propofol. Michael Jackson style. They had the doctor, you know, he got out. And they gave it to the Channel 7 News team, you know. Like, he got a gig right away. Channel 7 News. Look, at the end of the day, you have to remember that when you're doing the Channel 7 News and you're giving it to people straight, you came to the freaking Ukraine. I don't see, you know, Jimmy Fallon in Ukraine. You know, I don't see Trevor Noah in the Ukraine. I don't see Jimmy Kimmel in the Ukraine. Do you? No. They're sitting in their cozy studios at home that were built multi-million dollars. I'm here in Ukraine with tanks and Igor and his stupid brother Stitch and ridiculous Mongo head. It's been an experience. It has been an experience. And I do have to say, for me, Mark Pyers, Channel 7 News, and Randy Telefriffin, the worst director in the history of time, but is personally my personal director. Can't get rid of him. I have no way to get rid of him. We do have occasionally, we have a backup, but lately it's just been Telefriff, you know, and we're doing okay with him, you know, but McGreedyson, every once in a while, when you need McGreedyson, he comes out and does a substitute. You know, when you got McGreedyson, and he's almost as bad as Telefriffin. So sometimes we say that and then we get him and we're like, oh, you're so much worse than Telefriff. Are you sure you didn't get the Edward Award? He's like, no, I was runner-up. It's what happens. Look, for some reason, I get the worst, two worst directors in the history of time are given to the Mark Pyers Channel 7 News team, you know? Like you guys remember last time? The whole video, I'm like, oh, this was such a great, this was a Pulitzer. I was ready to send this broadcast and Pulitzer. I get back, he shot my feet the whole time. He shot my feet, guys. My feet. Not even like joking. He zoomed in and on my feet. Well, I'm sitting there, I'm going, Channel 7 News. Even like a couple jumps in. We're doing it. I'm jumping. I'm doing it. Right? And he got my feet up in there and you got this great shot of my feet coming up in there. I'm like, I guess I make a rap video out of it. You know, but I couldn't use it. I had the broadcast of my life. Broadcast of my life. Gave it to people, the information. We had the teleprompter going. I had an Igor. I had a Stitch. Oh, the times are changing. Bob Dylan, I think. I don't know. But they are. And we're here, Telefriff. Do you want to say anything on the way? No, that's right. You're an idiot, and you don't speak Ukrainian. I was going to say, if you wanted to say something to the boys here real quick that are about to put their lives on the line, that I would allow you to do that, okay? But if you don't do it now, you're done. Randy Telefriff, okay? Guys, don't forget, all of this stuff is live improvisation. There is no script here. We just take a friggin' moment to make some magic happen. We go some direction, and all of a sudden I allow this ride to take place. I don't know what I'm going to say, what I'm going to do ever, but hopefully this made you laugh a little. That's all I could say. Bye, Manon. Ah, that was fun. That was fun. Uh-oh. Don't you dare fall over. Oh, goodness, that was fun, guys. Not sure what the hell I did, but I never do until we go back and look at it one day. And by one day, I mean probably tomorrow. I'll drop it down. Random, how are you, bud? Holy cow, no way, Random. I remember that. Random said remembered me asking me to play some John Mayer back in the day. I'll tell you what I'm going to do because my album just came out. It should be live by now. Let me just check and see if it's live on... I've been checking all day. It's not live yet on Apple or Spotify. No, still dealing with the Christmas album. But should be live by tomorrow. Random, check this out. 156 songs last year, just released 13 more, so 169 songs, 13 albums in the last 13 months. They're all on Spotify. You can listen for free. Please do that. Let me know your favorites. They were all written right here. You should just come back more often. We're putting out an album a month, and we're putting out a feature film every month. What I just did, that whole thing, you know, we may make a movie about the war. It's going to be a thing, so that may be the first scenes to a new movie, comedy movie about the Ukraine incursion. So I'll start editing that down. But let me play you one of my newest songs that's on the album. Let's see what's in here. Steamroller, it looks like, is the start. Let's see what we got. Join us here every night. We're here in the light, writing the songs in the morning. And nothing ever going to stop what we're doing. Oh, 1,069 days in a row. Tomorrow, 1,070. Yeah, you never can be late to your own party. No. Oh, sometimes we need to wake up together. Yeah. We still got time, yes, that's why we still got time, yeah. 'Cause the world around us is crazy, out of its mind, yeah. And you can't ever talk with crazy, no. You can't have a conversation with anyone more. If you do, they show you the door. They're 3 to 4 seconds flat. Yeah, they just want you to get out, 'cause they got to get back to drinking Kool-Aid. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Well, yeah, 2021, Christmas can't come any sooner. We need to drop all of this time. They're ruining. They're trying to slow us down. Oh, 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 oh.
They're trying to slow us down. Yeah, they don't want us to come getting on. Want us to be divided and go our separate directions. Oh, but if you look, if you search within, you can see the truth is much simpler. Yeah, oh, we're a world filled with love. There's just a lot of hatred trying to break it up. So why don't you just join the show? We're here every day, don't you know? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, there's no way we're gonna stop it. No, the world needs us now. When needs to establish into own lives. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Listening to messages in real time. Yeah, allowing the spirit to speak. Yeah, let all the connecting go on. Bring something to the surface that we know. Gone canceled like all that stuff they're doing every day. You can't cancel me, I'm here to give you love. I know they wanna cancel love, but you can't let them get away with it, no. You can't let them get away from all the love we share. They want to destroy it before you start to care. We're almost there, you just got to follow, 'cause I'm here every day, forever. Oh, we're just getting going, yeah, we can take them down, yeah, you and me. 'Cause I swear when we join, we're more powerful than the sun. The darkness will subside, evil will run, yeah, they're not gonna wait for what's coming. Oh, you and your chance before you steamroll us all, yeah, there's humanity. Oh, yeah, forced in a corner, yeah, can't get out, gotta try to stop out my way. Oh, if I got to, I do, I got to. I don't care as long as I can find my way out the door into the sun. Hey, I'm all alone and swear you can't do nothing but let it happen. Get behind it, yeah. Let's take it here, out of there, everywhere. There's got to be a better way. I'll wait.
I love that. All right, let me just grab a couple more here because, guys, this new album is fire. It's crazy. I don't think we put out a bad song in the 13 albums, 169 songs. I think there's a lot of really good stuff there. But this one right here is called Racing Time. Racing Time. Check this out. Random, yes, so you missed it. While I was filming Batmark versus Supermark, which is my first feature film ever, that came out in June. I filmed it in March and April. And while I was filming it and I was dressed up as Batmark, I had the cape. And the cape has like these hard clips at the end. So it's a really good Batman outfit that I have. And it's now I use it for Batmark. I think I dressed up as Batmark again on Halloween. I'll be doing it Batmark randomly, just like Supermark. We have the Supermark outfit in the back too. And so I'm wearing the Batmark outfit. I'm doing a scene. And by the way, the scene I was shooting was so funny that I don't care that this happened, although I'm very, very upset that it did happen. My Gibson ES-165, which is what you probably remember, it fell right on the face. and the neck snapped right at the top where the neck turns, on the where the fretboard is. That part snapped. I spoke to the Gibson CEO because I built him a beat seat, and I told him about it one day. I said, I destroyed this ES-165 during my show, and now I've been playing this other Gibson, a Les Paul. And he's like, oh, we could fix that ES-165. I was like, really? And, oh, yes, I still do Hammerlin. Absolutely. You missed a couple of new ones, though. You got Hammerlin. We've got Dick Face. You've got Dr. Wayne Doppler, the tallest man alive, also the inventor of the Doppler 5001. When you're creating new weather systems for space and you're 8'9" and a quarter, he's growing still. You do it, He's got some company, though. Barron Trump. He's 8'2" currently, so we're dealing with that. There's a catch up. Of course there is. We're going to catch up. Are you kidding me? Excuse me. If my son's not going to be the greatest of all time, are you kidding me? I'm going to call the doctor, the physicist, and say, look, you have to do a little DNA sequencing. You do the mRNA, and make sure Barron is 9'2", greatest of all time, tallest ever, Excuse me. You what? Hold on. Donald J. So it's crazy stuff. So we have a bunch of new characters because of that. And stick around. There's a lot you missed. A lot. Now with the green screen we're doing... I did 4 feature films, full feature films in the last 6 months, but we're doing 1 each month this year. The best part is what you just saw here is what we do. We film it and then it becomes a feature film. So if you're here in the chat when the feature film comes out and you watch the feature, you could be like, I was there during the filming of this. This is a song called Racing Time. to sing another song, yeah. Play along, rainbow at the end of a rainy day. We're racing time, oh. Driving into the night, yeah. Feel it in your soul, yeah. You can feel it in your heart. Racing time, oh. Racing time. They can't wait for us to fight. song. Am I not in the right spot here? Where's my... No, I'm not. I really like that song a lot. Thank you, Texas. It's crazy because we keep coming up with new songs. Like every time we write a new one. And I'm loving that. I mean, I don't want to stop writing new songs. That's why I keep writing new songs, because the last thing you want to do is get tired of it and be like, okay, I'm settling. I don't want to settle. This is the title track of the album. You know, actually, it's still early enough. Let me, I'm going to put on a song here that's going to get you dancing, okay? It's I think the song of all songs. My friend over here, I want to say hi to you again. You're awesome. Anthony, my brother Anthony, if you can, or you know what, let me see if I can, it's hard for me to flip the camera and it doesn't look right. If you want to head over to see the full experience on YouTube, that's where you'll see the green screen and you'll see these songs. But I'm putting this one on here, guys. This one's called I Got My Cootie Shot. Okay? And it's pretty much crazy, crazy, crazy song. All we have to do is find it. Where the heck did I put it? Where did I put it? It's over here, but I'm not sure if this is the right one. Nope. All right, here's the right one. This right here is called I Got My Cootie Shot. And it's a fun-loving song. No offense to the world, but everybody's out of their freaking minds. And this is my way of saying, can't we all just get along and have a laugh? Let's do it. They want to tell you the world's biggest lie. You see, most of the population just goes along for the ride. Just a few people left to stand up and carry on the fight. So you can say what you want. You can say how you feel. I got no problem with that. Circle, circle, dot, dot. I got my cootie shot. Don't need what you're selling. Don't need what you're peddling. I'll just take my chances with the light. Circle, circle, dot, dot, say, I got my cootie shot. Third grade, got Rebecca Morrison in the schoolyard. She said, you should better run away, cause I'm gonna give you the cooties. I said, that's okay, can you give me a little circle, circle, dot, so I got the cootie shot. She says, come on over here, dear, I'm gonna give you that cootie shot. Now, I give a circle, I give a circle, I give a dot, dot. Now I got the cootie shot. Holy cow, it's crazy. I got the ultimate protection in the future from the CV9. Who knew it? I knew it when I was in the schoolyard with Rebecca Morrison. She said, I give a circle, circle, dot, dot, the cootie shot. And now you're good for life. You can give me a high five. Circle, circle, dot, dot, dot. I got my cootie shot. Got my cootie shot. If you've got your cootie shot and you get a knockaroo on the door. Oh, hi, Mr. P. I see that you haven't had your Vaxaroo. We're here to administer such a situation. Excuse me, sir. I don't see you can read, I guess, because I put a big sign on the door. I've got my friggin' cootie shot. That's right, circle, circle, dot it. I had a Rebecca Morrison situation. She gave me the cootie shot. And you're trying to come over here, Vaxaroo? It conflicts. My cootie shot's good for life. Your Vaxaroo is good for 4 days. And then you need another shot. I'm not taking a booster every 4 days. I'm just telling you.
Not gonna happen, okay? So you could do a vaxxer. I'm gonna sit here with my cootie shots, what I'll do. Gonna hang out every night here till June. Look, I'm sitting here in September, wondering if we're gonna have a night to remember. And maybe every night we do, it's what we do. Renaissance man's gotta go for the flow, gotta go for it, man. If you don't, you're leading below the pack. You gotta take it to the top, gotta lead it to the cream of the crop. I'm just saying, I'm coming off the top of the mind, off the rhymes. I don't know what the hell I'm saying, but I'm gonna pass this time with you. We gotta get through this crazy negativity that they're throwing at me and you. I'm just saying, right? And if we do it together, we can find a better world, I swear it. And I won't stop forever. We're gonna keep going ever and ever and never gonna stop. No, cause I got that cootie shot. I got my cootie shot. Circle, circle, dot, dot, dot. I got my cootie shot. Oh, I got my cootie shot. Circle, circle, dot, dot. I got my cootie shot. Circle, circle, dot, dot. I got my cootie shot. I got my cootie shot. Yeah, I said I got my cootie shot. Oh, whoa, whoa, said I got my cootie shot. Don't come near me with that needle, no. I'm just going to show you the door. I ain't going to have none of it, no. Cause I'm here with my cootie shot, yeah. I'm safe from it all. I'm gonna sit from it all. Gonna smile from ear to ear, cause I got no fear. Yeah, I'm kicking with my cootie shot. Yeah, I'm clear from this crazy stick that you're killing us with this pandemic. I'm not gonna take it no more. I'm sick of it. So I'm cause I'll say what? I got my circle, circle, dot, dot. So you can take it, cause I got that cootie shot. People asked just how effective is the cootie shot. Some people postulate it's 93%. No, I'm sorry, my friends, it's 100% cootie shot. I my cootie shot. You're feeling you can't do a thing to me, no. With your vaccine. Cause if you try, I'm going to step on you. I think you're 3 feet tall. I swear you were starting Lord of the Rings. You're the Gollum who sits there with the ring and says,
My precious.
I know it's you, typecast a Foucheroo. Yeah, they got you sitting there with the moonlight on your stupid face as you look up and say,
It's my ring. And wear 67 masks.
Foucheroo, stratosphere, unless you got the antidote, it's clear. Billy Boy Gates, he's leading this new world order, and we're going to have to put a a stop to it. You and your Moderna, I don't need that thing, yo. I don't need it at all. Cause you know I got the greatest safety net of all. Circle, circle, dot, dot. I got my cootie shot. Keeping me safe all night, all day, every day. You can do what you want to, but I'm gonna say get your cootie shot. If you can go down to a third grade hall and ask if you could get your own cootie shot, I swear you'll feel much better afterwards. No, I'm gonna go to a doctor and ask a thing or two. No, you don't have to do that thing, I swear. All you gotta do is go find a little 5-year-old named Rebecca Morrison. Maybe her daughter, maybe she'll be out there too, and say, look, I do a cootie shot every day, my friend. Don't be a fool. Come over here. Let me give you that protection that you need so you can be cool if the CB-19 come at you. And you can say, look, I've been protected for a long time. I got myself the cootie shot on the side. Look, I'm kicking it. It's right here. Ticky-ticky-doo. Tick-tock. With the circle, circle. You got the dot, dot. You got the cootie mother shot. You know what I'm saying? I got my cootie shot. Got my cootie shot, yeah, yeah. I got my cootie shot. I got my cootie shot. I got my cootie shot. Oh, yes. What a song that is right there. You have a guest. We have a little guest here. Oh, Maggie. Say hi, sweetie pie. Can you say hi to everybody, Maggie? Our little St. Bernard puppy. Oh, little monkey, are you okay? You're such a cutie pie. I got Max outside right now barking it up, so I'm going to have to go get him in a minute. But she was such a good monk. I wanted to bring her down for a minute to say hi to you guys. She's such a fluffer. I don't know how big she's going to be, but I'm pretty sure she's going to be ridiculous. I got a Beethoven of my own. You're actually Mark Tovin, just so you know. Yeah, they stole it from me. Hack, you know. When you're dealing with a hack, you know, Hackstradamus, because I was also Mark Stradamus, and when you do it all and you see the future, and you're predicting even the time when you're on, you know, you're up there and you're doing it. What's wrong, sweetie pie? You want to go upstairs? She doesn't like the heat. What's wrong, little lady? You want to go back upstairs? You are such a cutie pie, though. I'll tell you, she's got a good demeanor. Like, her eyes are so snuggly. Like, I'm like, okay, this dog I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about her being too much. Like, Max has got nervous energy. He's an Australian Shepherd with a German Shepherd mix. Like, no, with a English Shepherd mix. And this one's just, it's a St. Bernard Shepherd. So she's got Shepherd. But she's a cutie pie, right? Look at her. She's such a sweetie. Maggie, you're a sweetie pie. I love you. Yes, I do. It's weird. When I look at her face, like sitting in front of her, she doesn't seem very big to me. But every time I see her on screen, she's massive. Like, her face is bigger than my face. But when you look at her, she looks small. It's weird. I held her the other day thinking she'd be about 5 or 6 pounds. She was 18, or she's 15 pounds. I think she's at 18 now. I told my wife, I'm like, I'm going to hold her tomorrow on the scale. I'm pretty sure she's about 18 pounds now. She's growing quick. I heard it takes 3 years for them to grow, though. I'm not sure if that's true. You okay, sweetie pie? All right, I'm going to put on another song from the album, okay? Okay, I'll bring you up, little monkey. So this one right here, guys, is the title track from the album. It's called In the Twilight Zone. And if you didn't know it, everyone knows it.
Sometimes it feels like that in the world we're living in today. And most of us don't get out okay, no. When you push your fear, there's a reaction to that action, yes. And you either cower in the corner or you fight back. There's one or the other, there's no other, no, it's that, no. Are you gonna have a backbone, yeah? While I enter the zone, why don't you grab the phone? Yes, I'll wait. We're in the twilight zone. You're in the twilight zone. And when you overpower everyone with a lie, doesn't make it true. No, oh, shame on you. Oh, but that's the world we're living in. These 5 years, I can say, oh, it's not getting better, no, it's only getting worse. So I don't know if we can get through it. Okay, let's see if we can come together one day. You're in the twilight zone. You're in the twilight zone. You're in the twilight zone. Oh, there's something there, I swear, yo, you got to give it, you got to let it go. Oh yeah, you're in the twilight zone. 'Cause if you listen what they say and if you do what they say, you never know what's true anyway. You're led by a wolf and you're the sheep. I don't know what's better if you go down earlier or later. Oh, being the enemy is never anything anyone wants. But when you're a positivity show and you're the enemy, then you know you're in the friggin' twilight zone. Whoa. Yeah. You're in the twilight zone. 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 twilight zone. Well, in the twilight zone.
Oh, okay. What an episode this has been. 1 hour, 50 minutes. I think I'm going to play you one final tune here. This is where we are right now, dealing with all the songs from this album. And this is the one that you haven't heard, 2022, Coming for You.
Time, if you wanted to pass you by, or get up and go right now, make your way into the night with fire coming out of your heart, of your soul. I swear that you can find yourself if you go into this new year with me. Oh, 2022 will see you, we're coming. I'm flying through it all in 2022. How good it is to see you after what we lived through. All the lies, all the deception for me and you. They want us going down rabbit holes, never understanding that we're here to come together. Now it's all a card game, yeah. A couple guys above, they're playing with our souls. There's a pot, yeah. Who's gonna win the lot? I don't know if I can hang it anymore, 'cause people ain't using their minds, no. They're listening to all of the cooler talk, yeah. I don't know if I can make it through it if I don't express myself here every night, every day. Renaissance man way. Let it all out into the world. Let it out to the world. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. 2022, we're coming for you, King. Got a smile on our faces, we're not looking back nowhere. This is the place we wanna be. It's all in the light. Opportunities. So let's come together. Let's come together. 2022. We're coming for you.
We sure are. 12 albums and 12 feature films this year. I'm freaking coming for you, 2022. Just be ready. Show up. I'll be showing up. You don't want to miss what's coming. I don't know what's coming, but it's going to be a ton of freaking crazy content. That's all I can say. 1,130 days in a row. Guess we did it again, didn't we? Tomorrow, you guessed it, we do it all over again. Day 1,131 in a row. And I'm not sure we're going to do yet. I will tell you, some crazy stuff we did earlier with the Ukraine border stuff. I can't wait to download that. Drop that as a clip for you. Don't forget, we did a Blizzard of 2022 earlier today. That's on my channel on YouTube. Make sure you head over to YouTube, guys. That's where this green screen show takes place every day for the last 3 years and counting. Longest running show, I believe. Longest running long form show on Earth. And we're just getting started. Although I often wonder if I should do like the reverse and just split it up. End the streak. Do like a once a week thing for a couple months and see if that has any change on the algorithms. Because I am in a Groundhog Day situation here. 1,130 days in a row, and we can never break through to get a decent amount of people to watch a live show ever, really. So they keep hoping I'm going to quit. I'm not going to quit, but it's just, it is Groundhog Day, for me at least. Everybody else seems to be living and getting out of their daily, just moving into. But for the Renaissance Band show, it's Groundhog Day. If that ever changes, you'll know before me. But for now, it continues to be Groundhog Day right here on the Renaissance Man show. So you can go and live your life, come back here. The one thing that will be a guarantee is that there's a blank slate here every single day. And the only thing that changes is how I decide to develop that blank slate. But it's Groundhog Day every single day. It's just us. It's a fresh slate, no script. And we decide, are we going to rob the bank? Are we going to do a newscast in front of the border in Ukraine? We're going to write a song? Are we going to inspire? We're going to do something. So join me. Let's make it happen together. Because when we do that, we separate ourselves from this negative world. And that, my friends, is what I'm after. So, until tomorrow, my fam and friends, Astra, Cheryl, Margaret, and over here on TikTok, I want to say to Alan, my friend, and Anthony. Anthony, thank you for kicking it with me for the entire night. I really appreciate it. Remember, tomorrow we do this all over again. Texas, you rock as well. Tomorrow night, fam and friends, make sure I'll have some content and shorts for you all day tomorrow and on TikTok as well. Until then, it's Mark Pires. And it's a Renaissance Man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. You got to go away, yeah. You got to go away.